The movement, to me, at its very basis, comes from the perspective that, and this upsets some people, because you can imagine in the space field, a lot of people want to believe in ET or life on other planets. Known to be a little bit controversial and confrontational, so I jump right in and just, get them upset with me right away and say, perhaps we're it. Perhaps there is no one else out there. Not only did ET not come to the planet and visit some guy named Bubba in a pickup truck, but maybe there is no other life in the universe. Maybe we're it. At that point, you can hear people's rebellion in their, but Carl Sagan said there are billions and billions of stars, and there've got to be life. And no, that's a belief. If you're a scientifically oriented person, if you're looking at the empirical evidence, there's only one planet that we know of that has life. Only one. This one. Certainly only one that has civilization. Certainly, even above that, one that has technological civilization. My friends at SETI have been looking for life, signs of life, signs of civilization for a long time. I helped them get some money once to help them do that. I love SETI, but they can't find it. They're not getting the signals, which is baffling, because there's an argument that if there's life out there, then there should be advanced technological civilizations out there, and if they're out there, they should be everywhere, and they should have been there for a long time. We're out towards the edge of the galaxy. There are planetary systems closer in that are much older, so they should be there, and we should be, picking up their I Love Lucy's or their, their TV shows or something. So, if you're going to baseline a presumption upon which to dedicate your life or to build a cause or to motivate a revolutionary change, to me, that baseline is that there is only one planet in the entire universe that has life, and we're it. At the very, very top level of a vision hierarchy, you might say, then it is our job not just to protect life on this earth, because if we're it, suddenly all of the life of this planet becomes incredibly precious. The cockroach you stepped on this morning, the fly you swatted, may be the only one anywhere ever created any time. It's a very important concept, especially for, shall we say, what they call the green movement, the environmental movement, that they should understand, that we as a culture should understand that what they're fighting for is something very important. The unique aspects of a global ecosystem, living planet, which is the one we have. That's A. B, well, now we've got this, and somehow we find ourselves alone in a universe that has no life. Well, maybe then our job is to expand life beyond the Earth. So for me, one of the other great and exciting things that we can do as a goal is, the phrase I use, is to carry life to worlds now dead. To me, that's powerful. That's worth getting up in the morning for, okay? If you want to carry that to a semi-theological level, a spiritual level, almost a religious level, you might, if you wanted to look at the universe and you believe there's some universal creator, then, there is a question. Is the universe alive or is it dead? Well, and is it alive and intelligent? Is there some level of intelligence that would be sort of that universal creator, that power, or whatever it is out there? If that is to exist, then the universe has to be self-aware. We may be the mechanism by which the universe is self-aware. We are the tasting, touching, feeling, explaining, understanding element by which the universe knows of itself. Robert Heinlein, in his book Stranger in a Strange Land, has his character at one point look over at a grasshopper and say, "Thou art God." The concept that you're God, I'm God, all living things are God, and then sentient creatures are those elements of God that it can appreciate the universe. So our job then, from an exploration point of view, is to get out there, because it ain't all on this planet, and see it and touch it and taste it and feel it and explain it and write poetry about it and songs about it and bitch about how cold it is or whatever, but interact. It almost goes back to the concept of if a tree falls in a forest, is there a sound?
To experience.
To experience, exactly. And forgive me, I get rolling on these things, but the concept of if a tree falls in the forest, is there a sound? No, there isn't. There's a vibration that emanates out from an organic system that is changing from a vertical orientation to a horizontal orientation, creating an impact that then sends out acoustic waves. Not until it hits your ear, goes through the tympanic membrane, into the neurology of your brain, and then that converts it to a concept called sound, which your brain then identifies as tree falling because of your experiential base, growing up as a human being. Is there a sound? Okay? It's not a sound to a grasshopper, it's a set of vibrations. It's not a sound to a wolf because there's no word sound with no accompanying cultural understanding. So for us, as human beings, our job is to go out there and to interpret the universe and to populate the universe and to carry the life of Earth out into that universe. That's the vision level. That's very different from, okay, I'm going to go build a rocket. Because I tell you what, if magic flying carpets would get us into space, I'd be all for that, I don't care, or if right-wing Republican rhetoric got us into space, or communism on the other side got us into space, I'd be all for that. Because I actually believe once they get out there, people will rebel anyway, no matter who gets them out there. They're going to go set up their own thing. So I'm actually very excited by the movement. I'm excited what's happening right now, because at last we're becoming a movement, and I don't think we've been one from the very beginning.